Hey, what's up, guys? All right, there we are. What's up, Dre? Welcome in, man. All right, let's hit the live. All right, dude. What's up, guys? Welcome in, Dre, Talon, Don, dude. Fallen. Good morning, Flex. First, what's up, man? Damn it, never mind. Oops. Good morning and good evening and almost good night for a lot of people. It is the midnight show on the East Coast, but on the West Coast, it is still not 10 p.m. So what's up, man? Yo, Nick, welcome in. Bombs on nuclear? What kind of bombs are these, dude? Oh my gosh, I caught most of the stream. I also rewind some of the pieces that I kind of thought I missed, but boy, dude. Okay, one of the things I thought to myself, we'll talk about it, and let me open up the stream here. I kind of have it ready, but let me really make it bigger. And let me take away the chat that Kabam has us live on the YouTubes. I think this should cover it. Yeah, there we go. But here's like the whole recap, which is actually going in live still on Marble Contest of Champions YouTube. They have it on replay. But there's so much information, man. Yeah, there's so many things. I didn't see the gameplay of this champion, of the two champions, for the month of July. I didn't see that, so we'll catch up on that because that's one thing I did miss. So we can kind of, I guess, started. Where did they start the champion? I think it was here though, huh? I think it was here. The maker. So this guy's coming out on July 17th. Narrow shock, reverse control, immunity, evade, and stun. So he's like an onslaught counter. Well-timed blocks. Evade and stuns on well-timed blocks. No critical hits. Oh, interesting. Tactical pre-fights for himself and his team. Passive refreshes via knockdown, and then places plasma mine with special one. Push the opponent into the mine to burst. Interesting. Okay. They're doing another like situation where you have a little target on the floor. Okay, I like it. Yo, Max, I've been meaning to ask you, do you have or collect Funkos of any kind? I don't collect Funkos, but I do have some Funkos. I have some mini pop Funkos, Deadpool edition. I'm sure if you collect Funkos, you know about the mini pops. I actually just did. I'm working on a short for the Venom, and in the short I kind of talk about the mini Funko Pops because I have a Deadpool collection of little mini Funko Pops. So I talk about it in the short, and then I put a video. I put a little clip on my on the recording about them. I don't go into details about the collection. I just it's like a 3-4 second, like if that 3 seconds, like just clip of them and me like talking over about the Funko mini pops. I think that's what they're called. But on other than that, I do have some Funkos. And some random Funkos too, because most of the Funkos that I've gotten, actually all of them, were gifted to me. I've been fortunate enough to have like friends, family that gifted me Funkos, and so I'm like, okay, those are staying with my collection forever and ever. Oh, I lie, I bought some as well. I bought those mystery Deadpool ones during the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. I went out and bought some. I kind of like recorded the whole experience, unboxed it and everything. And I didn't care so much about them, so I ended up giving those away. So I gifted those away to like kids. Like ended up giving to like random kids basically. I didn't record that part, but I was like, hey man, do you like Funkos? They're like, yeah. You want this one? And they're like, what, Deadpool? And I'm like, yeah, it's my favorite champion. my favorite character. And then they're like, yeah. And I'm like, cool. And they're like, yeah. But yeah. I probably should have recorded that and like show the experience, but I don't want to record people if they don't want to be recorded, or I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's one of those weird ones. All right, but I got sidetracked. Let's watch the makers situation here. Let me see. Let's hit play on the video. Let's see once they start getting to the clips of the maker, because this is, again, I think the CCP has access to the maker, but I am not sure. I haven't checked. I haven't gone in there to check. I don't know if the CCP has access yet, but we're already in July, so I wouldn't doubt. I don't see why we shouldn't have access to the champions. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Oh, nice. I'll watch the short for sure. Yeah, Flex. I don't know if it's not gonna be on this channel. It's gonna be on the other channel. I don't know if you know about the other channel, but it's like a toy collection channel that I have. I'm excited for 7-star Dr. Voodoo. Dude, I am excited because of the clips you shared. Plus, he's gonna have a buff on top of that. Oof. It's gonna be delicious. I took a gamble, played 3 matches in the last hour of BGs, ended up winning and secured M2 Devils. Yo, that's good, man. I didn't go live last night and I just did not play at all any Battlegrounds. So we ended up staying in the same spot, which I don't even know where we're at. Actually, can we go back and check? We'll keep the live playing in the background. Oh, it doesn't tell me. Okay. But this morning, yo, hey, welcome in. This morning, and then Barrow, another #1. Whoa, tied? Is that a 832? Is that can that be such a thing? I thought, okay. So this morning, because I didn't play at all, I still have my big old losing streak. You can see it here from like the day before. So I didn't play. Dude, bro, like this is like the losing streak that I had the prior night, and I was gonna play last night, but I couldn't, and so I was like, okay, we can't play. So this morning I was like, okay, let me try to get a fight in, and I lost. And I was like, F the noise. Oh, let me show you, man. Let me show you, dude. Look at that fight. This guy, my fight was going perfect, and then I got clipped, and then it just went downhill. And obviously we did it great. And then the third fight, yeah, bro, it wasn't looking pretty. We weren't gonna win it, or we could have won it, but it was kind of difficult. But anyways, we lost, and then I was like, no way, let me play again, and then we played again, and then we won. Yo, the queen with the rank 4 queen destroyed on defense. So that was clutch. I took an L1 with this Nick Fury, so that sucked. But yeah, we got the points back that we lost this morning, but I didn't move anything. I didn't even get Mysterium, bro. Let me see. Yo, Carlos, what's up, dude? Kabam is cooking. Kabam está cocinando. Hey, ¿quién le puso la? Oh, what's it called? My grandma used to wear this. Mantel? I think mantel, they say it. ¿Quién le puso el mantel a Kabam? I think that's how you say it. Good to see you. Barrow won by technicalities. Invade was an easy tilt. Bro, yeah, dude, Invade it tilted me the night before, and then I couldn't recover. Well, I should have played last night. I had the entire night to play. I just couldn't play, so plus we had gone out, and I was under the slight influence of some drinks, and so I was like, yeah, there's no way. I'm probably gonna end up losing more points if we play, so I didn't even want to risk the play time. Wheel of Kabam Max. Dude, I haven't done it yet. Oh my gosh, I should start, especially this week that we have off. We should catch up on the Wheel of Faith, the Wheel of Fame, the Wheel of Fun, the Wheel of what The fudge. The Wheel of Fate, man. We should be doing this. Plus, it's gonna give me the Ranko materials for another rank 4. So, yeah, we should definitely jump on this now. With the news that we know now of the new rank 4s coming out in July. Wait, is it coming out this month or next month? I think it's this month of July, right? Or is it August? Most of the information was for this month, right? It has to be this month. So I didn't. You know what? I didn't. Let's watch this stream. Drinks over MCC any day, for real. The Wheel of La Chanclas. The deadliest weapon inside MCOC. Were you placed? Or did you deal? You did the ordeal, right? No. Ordeals? No. The ordeals? Wait. What is the ordeals? I think so. What we didn't do is the Wheel of Faith. Okay, let's watch this. Let me pause. Yeah, let's pause this music and then let's play this and lower the volume and press play.
For Onslaught, I'm going to be trying to avoid a lot of his specials, so I don't think I'll throw the Cowardice on this time. But I will throw on the Instant Siphon because I want to increase some of Maker's damage, who does have some instants in his kit. As well as I'm going to put the special Power Drain on there because I want to limit the amount of specials Onslaught. Now here is a question for that.
Mr. Stealthy, hellos.
Would that potentially get in the way if you want to bait his special too? So in that scenario, would you want to maybe not consistently...
Hey, does the Maker give you like Cyclops vibes? I have no idea who the Maker is and what he is inside like Marble, but he gives me like the Cyclops Kabam decided to go with, because they not Cyclops. What am I thinking? I'm thinking X-Men, but I'm Professor X. No, yeah, right, Professor X. Yeah, Professor X. He's giving me like Professor X vibes. Here we go. Like the big old helmet and big old helmet. Is Mr. Fantastic an alternate version? Oh, an alternate of Mr. Fantastic. Damn, I didn't know this. I should catch up on my comics. Yo, Crazy, what's up, dude? What bombs? Besides me ranking Hyperion to rank 4, I don't see any bombs. Dude, congratulations on the rank 4. That's awesome. J Will, dude, what's up, man? Hey, oh, I need to catch your video. I'm sure you talked about it in your video of how many rank 4s you're at now. Professor X and plus if if Professor X and Mr. Fantastic had a baby, this is what he would look like. I hope he's good. The Maker. Yeah. Let's hear about it, because at this part I didn't catch anything of. I didn't catch any of this on the stream, or like I was more interested on the news information that they dropped. But yeah, let's watch it.
Yeah, it does depend on who you're fighting. You do get more benefit the more specials the opponent is throwing, because you can deny more power over time. And if you're going for the special 2s, maybe you might want to consider saving your resources, because you can't use the pre-fights every single fight.
I'll be at 17.
And so you may want to pick strategic.
How many do I have?
How do you gain more? So you can gain more either because the Maker he will do his own dirty work, but
oh, we're almost the same. Dude, you gotta do some catching up, bro. I just filtered my rank 4s, and then I realized I'm at like 19. Wait, how am I ahead of you? You'll be at 17 when you get the BG rewards?
you can throw in other champions to fight for him, and he will get.
Are you holding some rank ups or something?
Over time, the next time he goes into a fight. So if you go through a quest, you can build up a lot of.
I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. I can't even hold a straight face. I'm not a 19. Jay was like, oh, hell no. I'm at 11. That's still a decent. That's still a decent amount, though. That's still 11. That's pretty good. It's respectable. 13 from me. There you go. See, I'm at 8. Oh, dude. And you managed to get Mysterian? Let's go, bro. Heck, hell yeah. I didn't even get Mysterium. And I'm at 11. I think you should, anytime you are over 10, you should have like a guaranteed Mysterium. I have 3 Arun. Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right, let's go back to the video. Yo, what's up, Pib? As a free-to-play player who just beat Act 5, 100%, no bragging. I'm not bragging, but congratulations. What steps should I take to increase my hero's battle rating to be able to beat all of Act 6? So, okay. So this is a weird situation. I actually know what you're asking because I used to think the same. Because actually, is it gated? Gated means like it's blocked. You need a specific hero rating to get into Act 6. That I'm not sure of. If that's the case, then you just need more rank ups, like higher champion rank ups. So like you need to kind of chase the next rank up. I'm not sure. If that's the case, but if you're just asking like, hey, I want my hero rating to be bigger just to defeat more champions, don't look at it that way. I just look at it as more like what champions kind of are like a Swiss Army knife. You know, what champions can give me more offensive, especially since right now you're completing content. You need champions that are offensively good. At the moment, you don't need defenders. Eventually, you're going to need defenders when you start getting in that competitive game modes, when it's like player versus player, so you're fighting somebody else. But right now that you're just fighting the computer, the AI, you just need offensive champions. So some offensive champions, if you don't have them yet, let me go to my 6 stars real quick. So Dr. Doom helps you a lot. Kitty Pryde will help you a lot. Hercules, let's not even say this guy. This guy's like S tier of the tiers of all champions in the 6-star collection. Ghost Rider is going to help you a lot too as well. It just takes a little bit more time to learn them, but worth it. And if you can get your hands on a Hulkling, Kate Bishop and Starkey will help you. Archangel is going to help you. Onslaught's going to help you. Some of these champions will help you just overall. Just looking at my 6-star roster. Damn, Egg 5 is tough. Good luck, I guess. Cole buff is going to be crazy. I'm interested in seeing what they're going to do with that. No, I just want to be strong enough to run it all easily. Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, that's exactly... That's kind of like what you're going to want. Like some of the champions that I'm mentioning right now and that I have ranked up are going to be, if you can get them or somehow they come around like good RNG and you get them, those are going to help you out. But if you don't have those champions, Colossus is actually really good for questing. Crossbones can be really good as well. Black Cat can be really good. Falcon can be really good for questing. So some of these champions can help you out a lot too, for sure. Yo, Bagels, what up, man? Welcome in. I just got 2 7-stars as well. I got Gore and Zola. Oh, congratulations on like Zola. First of all, that's like a brand new champion. Like just got added to the game in this year. And then Gore is like a nightmare on defense, but he can be really good and fun on offense too. He applies a lot of debuffs. Damage over time on your opponents. Is there a realm event for incursions? Okay, I'm trying to think of that part of the live stream. I think they mentioned that there's going to be like an event. I think it's gonna be like some of the similar incursion events we've had where they have some kind of like we're gonna use like the Fantastic Four or whatever options to be able to clear it, and you get some rewards and something like that. But that's what I think that's going to happen with incursions. Nothing like extra though.
Important number. Yeah. With Fantastic Four, I tried to put in a lot Or if I couldn't get that to work, a multiple of 4 if I could.
Nice.
So let's hop in here.
All right.
Had a lot of foresight on that design.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Okay, time out. I know this is not going to progress into the speed that the live stream is going because this is a live reaction about the live stream. But can anybody else appreciate? Does anybody else appreciate Dorky Diggity Diggity Dave's puns? Bruh. I love them. I don't know if I'm the only one. I know some people are like, fudge, here we go again. But I actually like them. I freaking enjoy them. I'm like, I started thinking of little puns myself, but then I'm like, okay, no, my brain doesn't work that fast. So, but okay, let's watch. Because he just made one right now.
So the first thing I try to do with Maker is I want to get.
I like them. Yes,
As soon as possible.
How do you do that?
I'm the
So I
best.
try to get in with
What up, better?
heavies to get to power, to not push him to 1 bar of power quite yet, and then I'll go in with a 5-hit combo and get that special one off here.
So you just like to put the plasma mine towards the middle of the screen, it's looking like?
There's a lot of advantage to getting it towards the end of the screen, but you don't need to.
Great.
And I'm getting some of those evade charges because I'm failing at dexing the opponent. But that's okay. He has options to get out of that.
Now you're sure.
What the hell was that? Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if we can get a clearer image because that thing is pixelized and I cannot see the qualities at 720p. What? The quality's at 720p? That's the highest quality we can get? Ah, come on, Kabam. Bro, we're trying to watch like some of the images here and 720 is not cutting it. Yo, 1080 at least, at a minimum, 4K.
So
But I get it though, because anybody else that's watching the recap needs a lower rating ratio when it comes to the quality to be able to see it. Because if you don't get a good, like if the quality's too high, it lags you or uses up too much data for anybody else. But yeah, she would be a problem in BGs at times for sure. Gene plus onslaught counters just for $500. You talking about the maker? Dude, I don't know, man. Okay, here's the thing. Did they say that they're gonna sell this guy for $500 guaranteed? I don't think they did. Did they? I think we're gonna see an event for the 5 champions that are coming out as well. And then here, question: are those 5 champions coming out in July or in August? Because I didn't catch that. I didn't see that part of the stream. I don't know if they mentioned dates as well. They might have not, and I don't recall. We have Bastion, we have Starkey, we have Shocker, and Jack that counters those as well. Yeah, my next rank up, I still don't know who to do. I'm between Jack of all trades, and then I'm between Bast Estion.
see that I have the plasma
Yo, what up, Robert? Welcome to. Oh, sorry, I paused.
on there, but it's on cooldown. And in order to get the cooldown back, I am failing at dexing. I need to be able to either hit the opponent multiple times, or if I charge it heavy, I can get it up. And now that I have it up, I need to get the opponent into that a bit. And he's actually low enough.
Yep.
I'm gonna bait a special too.
There you go. Oh!
And
Oh, special intercept. Very
got that
nice.
big damage off. Oh, well that evade saved me, but didn't matter because I couldn't dex.
Now,
I got my special
a
one
big
though.
thing though. Look at this. What effect are we immune to? It's looking like we're immune to neuroshock. So even though you are getting hit by
That's
that special
true.
one, I don't.
Dude, that little special one animation looks pretty cool. I hope that it does not provide lag. Oh my gosh, I love the animations that the Kabam puts in their champions in the game. Dude, I'm all for it, and do keep them coming. Just please perfect the issue with the lag. As long as as long as they don't add more lag to the game, keep them coming.
Right, because you are taking damage, but you are still
And
alive.
here comes the finishing blow.
Not
There we
bad.
There we go.
Not too bad.
There we
Getting
go.
through
Were you
onslaught.
getting nervous like towards the end there?
A little bit. I'm failing at dexing versus blocking, but it's okay.
Oh, but he
I
locked
still
in.
won.
Yeah, he locked it in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We left you alone a little bit, even though Mike was still like, "So what are you doing there? What are you gonna do
Yeah.
now?" It's like it's right in the end. There's like your last 10%. Jeez, man.
No, that was awesome. That was awesome, dude. Really, really great job.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. And you explained everything very clearly
Yes.
as you were doing it. So yeah, we're gonna have to have awards like at the end of the year, like.
So now, what if the...
That's funny.
So this was like a standard rank 4 on...
Cough, cough, Dust. For real, G. Dude, Dust is like a lag queen. They shouldn't even just call her. They should just call her lag. Lagger. Laggy lag. Bro, she's like the worst. Loses reverse controls immunity with Gem when Gem is not active. Got a question. Is Yelena worth a generic awakening gem? If you're going to plan on taking her all the way to Sig 200 rank 4, yeah.
In Battlegrounds, for example, right? And, you know, if you play that...
I wouldn't use it. I'm sorry. I would use it on her 100%.
As possible, you probably
And I
should
did.
use Special 2, right? If you're not trying to explain, you're not playing live. Let's say you were fighting a larger version. Would you go for that rotation, or would you go for a Special 3?
So I would change it up a bit with higher health pools, because as you saw when I used the special 2, it did a lot of damage, but the mine was gone. And so I lost future damage in order to get a bigger chunk of damage right then. So instead, I might go for the SP3 against higher health pools, because that allows me to have the mine with a very short cooldown.
Yes.
So you no longer need to hit the opponent or charge your heavy in order to get the mine cooldown off and hitting them frequently. So you have a short window of...
Wait, by the way, this is the first time that I see I see him. Is this this is obviously a Kabam employee. He must be a developer, and he must have developed the maker, right? So like that's is he... That's the first time I see him. That's just kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen him live on a stream, or I've never seen him anywhere. But yeah, let's keep watching.
The SP3 to just bait the opponent constantly back and forth over the mine. It's a fun little mini game to either min-max your damage if the AI is cooperating. Otherwise, you can try, and sometimes it won't work quite as well, but you can keep throwing the SP3 over and over again to really bring their health pool down and stack up the suppressions from the plasma line.
Yeah, that sounds really crazy. So the maker looks absolutely insane. Kabam Winchir did a banger.
Oh, Kabam Winchir.
Kudos, dude.
Oh, there we go. Senior champion designer, bro. Senior, excuse me. Kabam Winchir.
Incredible job.
Thank you.
Amazing work.
The team helped a lot.
Yeah, well, you know, we got a great team here. Everybody is so collaborative. Everybody in all departments. You know, we love to work together and just make sure we get the best product out there possible. And that is with the champion team. I love watching you guys work together. These incredible champions every single month. It's so fantastic to watch.
I love it. And plus, this is complete nonsense, but I think it's like February.
It's his first champion. Oh, it is. Oh, expectations are high.
One more time, the slide deck up real quick before we finish your heads up. So yeah, no critical hits. You got the evade on full fights, plasma.
Very, very nice. All right, so thanks again for showing up and showing us that really, really, really great work that you did. And now we have our second champion, the High Evolutionary. Can we get that on the screen there?
Buffs and build your combo detonation charges. Well-timed blocks also include your withers, so make sure you're building those as well. Build up to your special and launch to place your evolutionary field. Here, build up your special and try to launch it. Animation would explode just head back to that special 2. And hey, that auto block can come in handy and get you out of some sticky situations. So, don't
Wait, auto block, bruh. I wonder how they're gonna integrate that auto block into defense. Is this like another defender slash defender? Maybe like attacker slash defender? Yo, Scotty, welcome in, man. What did I miss? Anything interesting in the streams? Dude, well, I was just catching up on these new champions because I didn't watch any of this recap. So I'm watching it live, but this guy's looking interesting as a defender. And he is a defender. Stun immune nodes make maker mid makes maker mid champions. Wait, let me see.
be afraid to get a little aggressive and accelerate the fight to your vision.
I also, by the way, I also don't know who High Evolutionary is.
Make sure you stay focused and keep everything under your control.
I saw the burst damage. Did you see the burst damage? It went like right there at the end of the clip.
Yeah, it's pretty bursty.
Yeah, that was 6 digits there.
Yeah, so High Evolutionary, another banger. Someone's saying Noodle Month. That is not true. There's some big damage going on here.
I actually like noodles.
Yeah, noodles
for lunch.
are delicious.
You want to get noodles today?
I am so down.
Yeah, we can do noodles for lunch today. Thanks for the suggestion.
Absolutely.
But yes, both of them are very far from noodly. All right, so we've got the High Evolutionary. Let's go ahead and put up our slides. So we've got him coming in. The pre-release bundle will be on July 22nd. And
All right, let me catch up on. Let me pause this. Why are calling a champion mid or then yeah? I don't know. You know, people's being people's. Calling them mid when they don't know yet anything. It's just even a clip, you know. We'll see though. I think once the actual judgment of new champions definitely comes to light once most players, like a lot of players, get the champion. So I think that's more accurate there. This guy has a lot of immunities. Immune to buffs granted by champions, immune to ruptures and neutralize, inflicts exhaustion and wither debuffs. Opponent auto block passive when struck with the same basic attack in a row. Oh my gosh, this guy is gonna be a freaking nightmare again. Which I like. But I hate at the same time. Inflicts combo detonations, places an evolutionary field on the stage with his special 2, explodes his combo detonation while inside the field with his special 1. So if he launches a special 2, don't stay in that little shield or whatever he puts on the stage. Interesting. I kind of want to know how this auto block passive works. But yeah, let's keep watching.
First thing, immune to buffs.
You watch Guardian of the Galaxy 3. High Evolutionary was in the movie. High Evolutionary in the movie of Guardian of the Galaxy 3. I did watch it. What part? Because I'm looking at his image and I'm trying to think of that part in the Guardian of the Galaxy, like where he didn't look like this, right? All pink and purple.
Granted by champions.
That's right, yeah. So not like any buffs, for example, like the dexterity buff, or you know, this is kind of like Red Skull, for example, is immune to nullify by champions, right? If a node puts a buff on you, so if like a node puts a fury buff on you, you still get that fury buff, you know, stuff like that.
Yep.
So he's immune to that, you know, buffs like Man Thing, for example, he'll be immune to those buffs. Immune to rupture and to neutralize, inflict exhaustion and wither. He has a potent auto block passive when struck with the same basic attack twice in a row. So that means when you're fighting this guy on defense, a little pro tip for you before he launches in the game, you kind of want to fight him as if you're fighting Mixmaster, with like the parry, light, medium kind of thing going on. Because that auto block, it doesn't parry you, does not parry stun you. However, it's an auto block.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard to hit him if he's auto block, you know? He also has
Oh, okay. So the auto block is not going to parry you, which is also really good. But yeah, you're not going to be able to hit him. So he's just constantly going to block. So let's say you go, so let's say you're not allowed to parry. He's on a stun immune. You're just going to have to do light medium, light, and then go medium light, which is extremely dangerous. But you're going to, oh, damn, he can actually stall. if you cannot parry, because you're just gonna be able to do light, medium, unless you go light, medium, light, and then you do it again light, and he's gonna auto block, back off, and then light, medium, light, light, back. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be different ways of, I guess, fighting him, but yeah, I can see that being delayed. Let me see. High Evolutionary. Yo, it's a mix. It was in the main bad guy. It was the main bad guy in the Guardians of the 3. Damn, dude, guys, I can't think of that. Hold on. Guardians, because I don't remember that. Guardians Galaxy High. Oh yeah. The guy that Okay, he was now. Okay, dude, bro. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah. Now, as soon as I do the image, I remember him. Yeah, he was all purple. Okay, he was the main dude. Yeah. Bam. He was so mad. He was so mad. And then the ending, where his skin falls off the thing. It was pretty weird, pretty bad. Mixed master attack strat, yeah. Bullseye him. He was the main dude. I forgot the main dude. Yeah, I forgot the main dude. Yeah, I forgot about him, dude. Yeah, okay. Wait, how strong is he on defense, dude? They're making him like a tank, like he's. But he doesn't look nothing like that. I guess he's more. This is more of the cartoon or comic book edition of High Evolutionary, I guess. All right, let's see. Okay, well, we'll definitely get to the relics.
Which is where a lot of his damage comes from, and he has an evolutionary field on the stage with the special 2 and special 3. So let's take a look at some live gameplay if we can get it up.
Yep. Now, quick question. So on his immunity there, those are just immune to the effects themselves. So whether they come in debuff form or in passive form, it's just immune to the actual effects.
Yeah.
Yep. Very cool.
Oh yeah. So we have an Iron Fist here, right? Iron Fist, super threatening. So what we want to do here is we kind of want to go through. I like to push them towards the corner a bit, placing on those exhaustion debuffs.
Let me just watch this real quick.
We got the withers, and now once I'm at 50, when I cross a bar of power, we're gonna get that combo detonation. Now that combo detonation is going to be doing some damage when it expires. However, what we want to do is go for the special 2. What this is going to do is going to place the evolutionary field. Now you can do some min-maxing here, pushing them in and out of the field to get those devolve debuffs, and in turn the aspect of evolution passives on you. But the key here is you really want to go for the special 1. Okay, there we go.
Whoa, 137.
If he had more health, which we'll probably have to do, the special 1, it is going to reapply the combo detonation at the end of the special 1 if it expires naturally during the special.
It just went so fast.
It went pretty fast. It went pretty fast.
You were just noodling around there.
Noodling around.
Wow.
He was noodling around. That's funny.
So,
Jab.
right?
Jab.
By the way, see that dexterity buff, by the way? So we aren't immune to that dexterity buff. So a little bit of a difference there with the from champions bit. So you really want to time the expiration of the combo detonation here. However, if you don't, it's okay. It's not the biggest deal in the world. But what I like to do is kind of like push them in and out of the field here. If he does it, come on. There you go. And then go for the special 1. This time he won't die, but watch this. Boom! It reapplies. And now we don't have to wait the entire time for it to come back. You can just go for the special 1, and it will instantly detonate them towards the end. Well, I'm going to kind of go for like a special 2, special 1 kind of rotation, as long as you time the first special 1 properly, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
Interesting. So definitely special 2, special 1, bruh. Dual threat, offensively burst damage, and it sounds like a pain on defense. What? I want this guy. Yo, what's up, Chris? Welcome in, man. New science champions looking like Grinch. Hey, yeah, I can see the resemblance. What does devolve do? Never seen that debuff. Oh, the purple Grinch. Yeah. What kind of? This is a purple Christmas. All right, let me. Okay, so I had missed that part. So he looks pretty good, man. He looks really good. I don't know. I really didn't go into depth of the other champion, but this guy, you know, I'm on a like high on defenders right now, and so I'm not gonna chase this guy 100%. We're not spending units for this guy. I feel like we're gonna need the units, by the way, guys, in a couple of weeks. So if you are still participating on the summer heat wave sale, 4th of July, Independence Day sale thing that's going on actively in the game, and you get a bunch of units, don't go out and spend them. Especially if you already had units to spend in the web store, not the web store, in the in-game store. Don't spend them. You save them. Don't chase champions, because I got a feeling you're gonna need another like 36,000 units fairly soon. So it's time to grind. It's time to save, and then splurge. But all right, let's go to this part, because the battleground situation. Oof, this has some interesting changes. So Battlegrounds, what's next in the future seasons? I don't like that, because they're not specific unless they said it live in verbiage, like them said it like, you know, hey, next meta or following meta or this meta. Removal of the decline or accept screen. I wish they would have done that this meta coming up. And the reason why is because, not that I'm competing myself, but there is a lot of trickiness and a lot of fishy stuff going on when it comes to qualifiers and accepting matches and declining matches. And you're gonna see, and you might hear about it, and we're probably gonna see it. There's gonna be a lot of declining of matches. So when someone is gonna be close to the qualifiers, they're gonna be trying to look for matches, and some people are just gonna be like, decline. They're not gonna let that player play as much as they should. That's one aspect that I've seen and heard of people doing. I don't know if those people are still around, and I just mentioned it. So if they weren't and someone else is around, they might just try to do it. But yeah, I wish they would have gone live this season. That would have been better. Because it would have been great for the qualifiers, for the guys that are going to be competing for the event in November, right? So, but okay, we'll see. In the future seasons, under exploration, removal of decline and accept screen. So we knew that that was already something in the works, replaced by an automatic match countdown. So, like I said, really good. Now in progress, shuffle signet update, whitelist, blacklist updates, little leagues. The whitelist blacklist is huge, man. We're gonna see how that interacts, and how I think I've seen a little bit of everything, of people being like excited for this, people being concerned about this. I like it just because it's gonna be a change up to Battlegrounds. Once it's live, we'll see how I like it or not, but it's gonna be just like Alliance War. There's gonna be a list of champions you can own, like they're not gonna be bannable. And there's going to be a list of champions that are just 100% bannable. So you're not going to be able to use them on offense or defense. And that's basically the blacklist on it, right? So we'll see how that plays out. I'm interested in seeing it. It might be a thing that they do and try, and then the community doesn't like it, and they might just scratch it. It sucks that it sounds like it's taking a lot of time to implement into Battlegrounds. It definitely sounds like they're doing a lot of like a work behind the scenes to get that working, but excited to see how that one how that will make Battlegrounds different, because if you think about it, there's over 300 champions, and if you think about it, like and this is only going to be in the gladiator circuit, but what if Kabam, like for example Hercules, he's not available as a 7-star, but what if they like whitelist Hercules? Everybody's gonna be like, why even, like, for some players, why, like, I don't never have Hercules in my Battlegrounds deck. I don't care for that. Or if they blacklist Hercules, I never had Bella. I never had Hercules in my deck. Why even that? So here, this is where it's going to be interesting. We're going to see what kind of champions. I doubt that they go that route. Champions that are still that are not available as 7 stars, because then it wouldn't make sense for like the Gladiator Circuit players at the top, in the middle, players like myself at the bottom, especially in this season. Or this last season, but like I think it's going to be 7-star champions that are available in 7-star, I think, but we'll see how that plays out. Like I'm interested in seeing that go live. See, you know, I'm starting a false rumor. BG helped out. Oh wait. Awesome sauce. What's up, dude? Oh, Brian Grant helped out with the new game mode. Gotcha. I was like, I don't get it. Okay. What's up, Max? I keep forgetting to ask, but what was your very first 7-star champion? Oh, shoot. I don't remember now. Those things like that, I don't remember. It's just like it happens, and then I forget. Yo, what's up, B? Sounds like they added changes that no one asked for. Yeah, I know. If they blacklist counters for Bullseye, yo, what's up, Foss? Dude, welcome to this Hercules meta coming up in week 1 and 2. Defenders get armor ups. Yeah. Why change something? The game mode works very good. Is Yelena worth a generic awakening gem? Yeah. She is. I don't know if you're asking someone else, but maybe you didn't catch a me's. But yeah, dude. Does he apply exhaustion when hitting his block? If not, Masakre or Valkyrie food? Okay, so the one thing I don't agree with, and I kind of made a comment, because I made a comment in the CCP. I'll share this with you guys. The response, I won't. I'll share what I said. Like the decay to reduce parking, updated the Gladiator Circuit, pause for evolution. So evolution, pause for evaluation. So the Gladiator Circuit, so these are going to be basically things that they're not going to happen anytime soon. They just kind of went and just said, hey, we're not going to look into these anymore. We're going to be looking into other things. So the one that I don't like is that they're taking off the table the whole parking. So they're still going to be allowing players to park. And if you not this last season, but the season prior, I parked for almost an entire week. Yeah, I think it was an entire week, and I ended up in like Mysterium 1. And so I don't think they should cancel that. I know the Kabam is like thinking like, and I think this is where they're getting their feedback from. They're like, Radiance is causing a big change up. It's motivating players to play more. Yes, it is. But towards the end of the season, players are still parking. And I think there's definitely a lot more players playing, and they're seeing that spike in numbers and activity in Battlegrounds. But I wonder of how many players are playing, like percentage-wise, compared to prior seasons. Are people parking? So like when that currency wasn't in game, were they like having like out of the top 1,000 players, were there like X amount, like I don't know, 300 players parked out of 1,000? That's a very large amount. You know, now out of like 10,000 players playing in Battlegrounds, are 3,000 parked? Or is it still the same? Then yeah, dude. But if it's like out of 10,000 players now actively playing in the top brackets, like if it's only like, you know, a few less than 3,000, or just to throw out similar numbers, right? 1,300, 10,000, 3,000. Then yeah, it makes sense. I wish we would have gotten that information, that tidbit of information, but I still see parking. So maybe I'm looking in the wrong places. I want to be able to put SIGs into her though. Oh, into into Jelenas. People know they will be busy, so they can grind before the break, then park. Kabam got to do something about the parking, right? Yeah, they're not. They're not. That's kind of what they're saying. It's just it's not something they're going to be looking into anymore. But yeah, whatever. It's just until it gets fully abused. I think until Kabam realizes like, oh shit, people are abusing it, which I don't think in the next seasons people are gonna park, because of the competitive feature the next 2 seasons has for qualifiers. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's jump all the way to the relics. I think it's right here. Here we go. Dude, I'm kind of bummed, by the way. I'll tell you what I'm bummed about the relics. I think this is where they start talking about it. Okay. So let's listen to it.
All of these details coming soon. You have any context for that on your side?
I'm just excited about it.
That's great.
You got the details right in front of you.
Move it.
Now, this is what I'm really excited about, man.
Look at
this.
those things.
Look at that.
Statcast relics. It is time. All right, we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into the Statcast relics today. Okay. Now, first and foremost, there's going to be a very detailed dev diary out after the stream today. Maybe an hour or a little bit more later than that.
Yeah, it should be coming up in like 40 minutes.
Great.
Yeah,
So
40 minutes.
so keep an eye out for that. But we're gonna dive a little bit into the Statcast relics today. So first of all, biggest difference, they're green now, which is
There's no sound. You guys can't hear it?
quite a bit. And they're gonna be releasing batches like previous relics. And
Wait, you can't hear it?
big difference
I thought you could.
is that they focus on one primary attribute and one secondary, right? So let's take a look at like the Hulkbuster relic, right? Battlecast. It puts the
Can you hear that?
shock vulnerability RPG effect on you, right? Now, when it comes to building something like that, there are so much testing that goes into making sure it doesn't break the game in 20 different directions. Guardian kind of breaks the game with it, right? So there's 300 characters. There's a lot of relics. There are a lot.
Can't
of
hear it?
things.
Oh no.
The
Barely at
development
5%. Okay, let me increase the volume.
right? Which is one reason why it became harder to release them as time went on, because it took so many resources. So we're trying to find a way to release a
What about now? Is it better?
more relics and get them to you as fast as we possibly can. So go to the next slide. Strikers are the big
Because
thing.
we didn't want people, you know, constantly going back and switching between their champions for their decks
Yeah.
and for all the different things that they were doing.
Yeah.
So this hopefully
Much
helps us
better.
solve
Okay.
that
Yo,
pain
what's up,
point.
Woo? I kind of
And
made it
over
up a
here
little
we
bit.
So you're still not saying the currency. My guy, give me a second. It's the first
Yeah,
thing. So Statcast relics, they are coming in August, and there will be a new form of shards for this. Kabam trying to be slick. I just said it. All right.
Is that-
So
yeah.
available in a new form of shards. Okay. Yay, strikers!
right.
Now there will be a new form of shards. Existing alloys, rank up gems.
All right. Of course, that's my gripe right there. And a little bit more personal. It doesn't mean that's a big concern or a big downer on the whole like new statcast. And it reminds me of diecast, by the way. I collect the hot toys, and the hot toys have something called diecast. And diecast means it's better quality, right? But that's kind of what it reminds me of. So here's my personal the reason why I'm like, bruh, come on, because those are gonna be like, there's a lot of players at the moment that are sitting at like 3-star relic crystals, 65,000, 4-star relic crystals, 150,000, and then when it comes to 5-star relic crystals, 450,000 shards. Until Kabam. So right now they introduced the Statcast relic. Doesn't mean my advice would be to anybody holding relic shards like this, like myself, would be don't open these. Don't just because they announced the Statcast relics, and that is a completely different type of relic. Okay. We don't know yet. This is me not knowing any of this information, but just maybe waiting if Kabam eventually goes back. Like, I don't know if they just said, hey, we're canceling the regular relics. We're never going to create a new relic, and we're just going to focus on this new stat cast relic, and we're just going to pump out these type of relics now. I don't know if that's like, it hasn't been clear. I didn't see it in the live stream, but it also, I didn't read the post that they're talking about on their website, on their forums. So that might be explained there, but without knowing if they're canceling the creation of new relics, that might come about. And if it does come, like, then you can benefit from having this large amount of shards in your account. So I myself, I'm still not going to open them. I'm just going to keep adding and adding and adding. The only time we'll open some is when we're really, really close to a 6-star relic, which I'm still chasing some. And so if we're really close to one, like, we're at like 9,500 and it just needs a couple of dupes to open another one, then I'll open some of my 5-stars. But between now and then, I'm just going to keep adding and adding and adding. Until they do announce and say, hey, we're actually retiring these relics. And I wonder if they're gonna also implement, how it says my champions, my relics. I wonder if we're gonna have statcast relics, or are they gonna kind of be thrown into the mix of these relics? I'm guessing they're gonna be thrown into the mix though. What we're gonna do with these shards now that we can't use them for the new relics? I know. For me, it's gonna sit there. I'm not gonna open them. Ask Bam for a refund or exchange it. Yeah, it feels like canceling the 7-star champions now and bring out 8-star champions when they can. Keep hoarding. Yeah, keep hoarding is the advice. They explained it here, Max. Oh, they did. Wish they came out with more. Hey, having to switch each time. Yeah. So they did explain what they're going to be doing with these existing relics, if they're going to be adding to it. Okay, I'll read that for sure, and then we'll get more information. I don't want to kind of jump the gun there.
Awakening gems, embers, all of those things, they will work on both StatCast relics and they will work on Battlecast relics. StatCast will be available at the 5 to 7-star rarities. Now, the initial batch is coming out with 60 unique StatCast relics per rarity. That's going to be 3 different rarities. 180. Well,
okay.
Do this one too.
All right. So that's going to be the situation with the relics, and I think it's going to be a good thing for the game. It's going to give you guys, it's going to give me, it's going to give everybody more options to be able to like specifically rank up certain relics. We're going to see how that works too as well with when it comes to like champion damage. So there's going to be relics that are going to be recommended for some champions, other champions. So it's going to open up your options, but it is going to be a chase. Did they talk about the prestige in that post as well? Because that was another question that I had, and I was wondering is if they're gonna affect prestige. I doubt it. But if they do, man, that would suck. So another 5 to 7 more options to spend money, Max. Yeah. It's gonna be a money chaser. I mean, that's what it is, dude. It's like, it's one of those things that I've already accepted, and it's up to me and you and all the players to like play the game this way or not. It's going to be like, if you think about it, the business Kabam, they are creating these things to sell. They're not creating things to give out for free, And as long as they can create things that can cause players to be interested and pay for them, they're in business. But if they start creating things that players and people don't care for and don't want to buy and don't real like, whatever, I don't care for it, then that's when the alarm starts like, okay, man, we got to do something, No prestige mentioned. Okay. New relics, new materials to rank up. No, I think they said it was the same materials. We can use the same materials to do rank ups. I wonder how many would buy phones or cars if they had, if they would have spend money weekly or monthly to get better lights, sounds, or whatever. Wait, I wonder how man would buy, or how many. Wait, I'm confused. I saw Sim's video and I agree with him. The state of the game's not that great if they keep pumping out cash events. I mean, like, what did he say? What his perspective was? Yeah, a lot of people are assuming that they're just like pumping. I would love Daredevil to be buffed instead. Wait, I'm not. I wonder how many. Oh, okay. Would buy phones. You're saying like, wait, I'm still confused. Like they had 3 events in 2 months. Oh yeah, yeah. Here's my perspective. I don't think they are trying to squeeze every single dollar out before like they close. Like, because did he like? I haven't seen the video, but did he like hint to like, oh, the game might like shut down because they're trying to pump as much cash as they can out of the game before they shut it down? Because if that's kind of like what he's kind of leading to, I don't think so. I think what they're doing here is this is everybody's assumption, right? We don't know the back end. Now he might have more information and knowledge because he got invited to certain back end deeper information in that meetup that they had, so they gave him more information, and he's got a different connection, you know, with like some of the players that he plays in his alliance. So you know, obviously there's a different relationship there, so he might be onto something from that information that he has. But me, without it and just looking at it, I think it's just, and actively playing the game, I think it's just like a different approach. I think Kabam realized like, hey, you know what, can we sell this? And they're just like trying to see if they can make, instead of like just saying here's 7 stars, you know, here's so they learn, like, for example, here let's go way back to when the 5 stars were introduced, when they went from a 4 to a 5 star. Like, they learn that they left money on the table, and they're like, dude, we could have done this, we could have done that, and we could have made a bit more money introducing these 6 stars when as we transition. Now, as a players, that we know more, like, okay, we've gone from a 4 to 5, we're going what am I saying? From a 5 to a 6. That's what I meant to say. We've gone from 4 to 5, 5 to 6. Now we're going from a 6 to 7. And so the expectations are like, okay, they know what that transition is going to be like, and they know the power of certain champions. So let's use that towards our advantage and sell those 7 stars. You know, hold back, like, don't just release them, hold them back, and then make, you know, especially like what they're doing here, like tweak these champions and then sell them. And so it makes players that have been playing the game for such a long time, like myself, like 10 years, makes me want to be like, dude, I love, you know, Dr. Voodoo. I remember using Cole when he first came out, and I remember paying top dollar for Cole when he first came out because he was so cool and had so much damage. Well, he doesn't seem to be that great now, but because they're going to tweak him now, maybe it's worth chasing. So I don't know, maybe they're playing into like our emotions a little bit as consumers and players, but I think it's just for the business point of view. I think, you know, and it's going to be like it's just, let's try to make a bit more money out of the 7 stars than we did when we introduced the Switch. I don't know. I get if that makes sense, right? I don't know. Still hyped for Cole, Obsidian, and Voodoo. Yeah, what are your favorite champions? Because I'm excited for Voodoo and Cole and Viv. I don't know about the other 3. I don't really care too much. Maybe Sabretooth. But if I had to put number 1, I think my number 1 would probably be Viv. My number 2, Voodoo. Number 3, Cole. And then 4, Sabretooth. Maybe in that order, but I don't know. We'll see. So I'm basically going to be saving gems. So here's the other strategy. Here's like my mindset. But let me catch up here. I think he was just implying that he rather have more of a mix of free to play and paid rather than full paid, because he knows that people aren't spending in AW raids, AQ, incursions, BG, etc. Okay, so basic his assumption is that like players are not spending in content anymore. So like raids is not making players spend money. AW is not making players have outsmarted the system, and they figure out how to play without spending units or cash into the game. And so now the way to get money out of players is to sell them champions. Is that kind of what I think he was leading to? Maybe Sabretooth Blanco. Yeah. Is it just let me see. It is. It's just trying to keep the business happy. Yeah. Night Trasher no one wants. Dude, bro. Poor Night Trasher. Hopefully he gets a nice buff, man. Anti-Venom is cool. I never was a fan. I think Voodoo, Viv, Sabretooth, Cole, and Voodoo my most. Really? Okay. Sabretooth over Cole and Voodoo. But he's saying he wants them to find better ways. Okay, let me see. What I meant was that by that statement is that because those other modes are not spending, so this is their way of making money. Okay. Who wants to, but what, see, okay, I mean, yeah, no, I'm for it, dude. I'm for it but who's what's the other way of making money? Like if like not thinking as a player and thinking like putting your like if we were to put, and I'm not like backing up Kabam here. I'm just like trying to think like if we how do we make, like if we all became Kabam employees right now and we were in charge of making money out of the video game, how can we make money out of this video game from players and consumers? Do we give them difficult content? I think, and knowing that players will wait for guides, knowing that players will wait until their rosters are bigger. I mean, not everybody's going to wait. There's going to be a few, like handfuls of players that will tackle it on day one, but there's also going to be players that are just going to be like, hey, I'm just not ready, so I'm just going to wait. I think with the PvP, with Battlegrounds, with Alliance War, that's why they found a niche of selling champions. I don't know. It's something I would have to like really sit there and think like how do we keep the business going, and it seems like they're yeah, please don't die to Drezzy Elena. Oh, we're fighting their alliance in war. Oh my goodness. These heroes who were kicked from heaven, they are forgotten. B McG will be ecstatic about Night Thrasher being 7-star and buffed. Yeah, I know. There's gonna be a couple of like content creators that have a soft, like a favorite. One of these champions are one of their favorite. That's exciting. That's exciting for sure. 100%. You make money by making the game bug free and make a way to bring more players in. I think the bugs, like new players will never realize what's a bug and what's not a bug. I think once you dive into like months of playing, you start realizing the bugs. I think as existing players, we want it to be bug free. Yeah, let me see. The problem is that bringing more players doesn't guarantee spending. Yeah. My thing is, you spend $1,000 and then next month it's worthless. And not only that, it's you spend $1,000 and it's not just worthless next month, but it's worthless as soon as you spend it. All right, because you can literally spend $1,000 inside this video game and then you can stop playing, and something comes up and you just stop playing and you just like move on, and you can literally just put this game down and just move on. There's nothing holding anybody back inside this video game to like constantly be logging in every day. No one's holding no one's holding me, anybody hostage to play. Like, you have to play this video game. So we can drop this game anytime we want. That, obviously it's a little bit of a habit. So it's not as easy, but if something were to come up and you just like, what do I drop? And this is one of them that you drop it. But the thing about that is the spending the monies is that you spend $400, $600 this month. Yeah, it almost feels like every month or every other month they're gonna want the same amount, if not a little bit more, out of the players, which it makes it expensive, man. I mean, it's smart, right? Dig deep. Like, if no one is losing in regular content, then these kind of big sales events keep them afloat, or revamping the crystal system, like what they're doing with Nico. Yeah, like selling the champions. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like some people have yet cough cough Max have not done Wheel of Fortune. Habit or addiction? Yeah, true. It can be a little bit of an addiction, but if you're too deep in the gamble, so you stay. No. So I used to think that way, Arun. I used to think that way, and I used to think that way, I would say 2 years ago. I'm like, I'm already deep inside this video game. Zach is sleeping and his tail is wobbling up and down, and it does it when I talk, and once I stop talking, he stops doing it. I think I'm gonna start whispering. So I know, but okay, going with what you were saying, I used to think that way too. Like, I was like, damn, already deep in, might as well just keep going. Over the last year or two, when I kind of stopped chasing a lot of the champions, a lot of the stuff, with cash, I kind of like lost that, like, I'm deep in. And so now, like, for example, like, I'll give you an example. Like, inside this event right now, normally I would have maxed it out already. Like, oops. So I would have normally maxed it out, and I would have been like, all right, done, gotten a bunch of rank ups, done a bunch of rank ups. But we haven't even bought a single Odin inside like the actual like Heat Wave, Independence, 4th of July deals. Not a single Odin, not a single Black Panther, not a single Tony Starks, and I think I'm still like really considering the Odins though for the units. And the reason why I feel like it's going to be the best value, because if I'm not picking it up now, again, this might go contradict what I was just saying, but like, if you're all in, you just keep going. No, but I think it's just, you got to say, like, am I going to be playing next month? Am I going to be playing the next 3, 4, 5 months? With the introduction of these champions, rebirth champions, Kabam is definitely going to be selling these for units. There's probably going to be like an Omega Days kind of like situation where you're just like, hey, if you spend this amount of units, you're going to get this tier and this tier and this tier and this and this and this. And so it's going to require players to, and I would assume here, another 30,000, another 38,000, 40,000 units to be able to get all of it. Not like you, and you don't have to go for the whole thing, especially if you like, if you get lucky, if they're going to do like a key thingy again, like they did last time with the champions, like, hey, you can buy a key for like $50 and unlock one of these champions. And then if you, let's say you get Sabretooth and you're like, dude, I really wanted Voodoo. you buy another key, you spend units to get a key, and then you get coal. And then like if they do that same situation all over again, you know, it's it's gonna require people to spend a lot of units and a lot of cash again. Do you feel weird not going all in on July 4th? Like one of the first times ever? I know. And I still think I'm gonna buy some stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna buy everything. That's for sure. Like I'm still gonna pick up some stuff, and I'm picking some stuff up too for my current champions that I was able to get. And see, that's right. Like, you know, if I want to have these champions, so I'm looking at myself as like, how bad do I want to have the current champions that I have, not the ones that I don't have, but the current champions that I have. How badly do I want that champion to be rank 4? And so that's kind of like I'm looking at my champion, looking at my roster, looking at my account, and be like, okay, I want this one for sure. I want this one for sure. So like my current rank 4s, I've done a few already, but I'm excited. I'm actually truly excited for more rank 4s. So like right now we got Starkey. We didn't talk about that one, but I did that one off stream, low key, trying to hide it. But now we can talk about it. So we got Starkey rank 4. We did Jean. We did Enchantress on stream. So Starkey was one of my favorite champions. But I still have more favorite champions that I want to do that are still rank 3s. Now that Prestige is out of the way, and as of right now, there's no new Prestige champions coming that were announced. So I can do champions that I want, like defensive, offensive. And so we have Spider Women that's on like on the books to go to rank 4. You know, we also have like champions like defenders like Maestro on the books, probably to rank 4. Serpent is gonna be like a rank 4, you know. I know that he's got some counters, but he's still pretty annoying, takes some time. You know, so like Kindred, champions like that, or even if I want to go offensive champions, like especially with these new ones coming, like if I want to get Viv, you know, they didn't talk about her kit being improved, but they did talk about like her some of the bugs that she currently has being kind of cleaned out, some of the wrinkles she has in her kit right now being kind of, you know, ironed out. So I feel like she's going to be really good on offense and can, you know, maybe catch somebody on defense at least. As long as you're not last place and relax. Yeah, true. True. Rank 4 Spiral Wolf or nah? Ooh. They're both good. And I feel like they're both really good too for defensive reasons. But I feel like Spiral might be slightly faster for the current cosmic defenders that are out there compared to Wolf. Wolf is fast, but you will like have to make sure the AI and like the fight goes your way a little bit. And then have your relic ready just in case there's like an indestructible kind of a mechanic or something on the defender, and you just, you know, you're doing the damage, but then you got to kind of play around that. So I don't know, maybe leaning a little bit on the Spiral more. For Odin's for 200 points in Relic Prestige. Whew. Wait, you went Fallen, you went Odin for Odin relics. Oh, you went. Wait, Fallen, did you go 400 you went all in on the relics? I did I did 2 obviously, as you saw, but I think that was it. I'm capped at 2. I think the next items that to purchase would be the like rank up materials. Again, cuz I know they're going to offer a like I don't know, I want to say I'm like 99.99% sure that they're going to give a 3 to 4 rebirth rank up gem. And it's going to have, you're going to be able to take at least one of these champions, and they're going to give like 100 or if not 200 6 stones. And some of these champions are going to require max sig, especially with the new rework kit. So you're going to have to go max sig on one of these champions. I'm leaning probably on Voodoo Maxig, but we'll see. Kind of like what the rework is. So wait, did they announce when this is gonna go live? That's my here. Let's watch the video. I don't know if they announced when this is gonna go live.
We're doing most of them. Let's also do the final two, and that's kind of how that happened,
Yep.
right?
It happens that way. All right, moving on. We have. I don't know what this is.
I don't know what that is either, but it seems like there might be even more exciting things.
Yeah.
Right here, this lovely Android, we have Viv Vision. Now, who's going to be in these? Go back. I'm not done.
Wait,
Go
what?
back. So, as you can see, who's going to be in these? I got some stuff to talk about,
keep
man.
going.
Oh, August. Okay, there it is. It's right there in big giant yellows. So this is not this month. It's going to be next month. All right. So we have this entire month to try to get as many units as possible. To try to build onto the stash of units, because I'm telling you, it's going to require units for this bad boy to go into play. Okay, let me do some AQ fights. Dude, guys, we did one fight to like get enough energy to like move forward. And then I just realized we capped ourselves again. We're doing too much talking, not enough playing. Oh, no, no. Okay. I'm very, very behind on AQ right now. See, I'm saving for Cyber Weekend and Banquet event. That's true. It's gonna be like, how bad do you want? Yeah, at least for me, it's gonna be, how bad do I want Viv? How bad do I want Cole? How bad do I want Voodoo? And how bad? That's it. That's gonna be my thing. I kind of really, really want Viv, but like, I mean, that like face with her parry. Oh my gosh. That seems pretty cool, dude. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the falter. No, not enough. I was hoping that was going to be enough to KO, but we lost the 5% there. My 7-star galleon is ready for Viv. Oh no, I mean, anyone can answer. Oh wait, I didn't catch that. Yo, what's up, Brad? If not mistaken, the last 2 years in the August event, the champions were sold for units. Were they? What was last year's champions? In last year's August event, I don't remember. Was it the Omega one? I'm confused. Like, dude, everything is like, was it the Omega or was it another one? For some reason, that's the only one that I can remember. Okay, but wasn't it? Wasn't it you had to certain content to get us? Wasn't it you had a certain content to get a selector to choose who you wanted? Okay, let's go to section 2. Dude, we're a little drive by poke doesn't hurt nobody. We're like pop. Pop them in the belly right now. Pop 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 pop. Cabana chose 6 champions to sell to us again before cyber deals. Yeah. No, I do. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Oh, good thing I blocked the whole thing. I dexed and it didn't freaking dex. Okay. Glad it held its block. Yeah, I mean, I see. My thing is, like, as long as I'm prepared with units, and I spent all my units in this event, but as long as I'm prepared with units, man, they can keep trying to sell me stuff. But the thing is, I ran out of units. So, and that's kind of one of the reasons I kind of want to still pick up some of the deals that make sense for me. To be able to like pick up some of the champions that I think they were going to be selling for units as well in this next couple of weeks in August, right? I was gonna say, I thought that the parry on the I thought the parries on the specials would give me armors, but no. Look, this guy's not. He's on my path. Night Thrasher. He's gonna get buffed. We'll see what kind of buffs. Okay, let me just finish this one fight. Oh, come on. There we go. That should kill him. Okay. Are you excited? How much better can they get? Each class seems stacked, especially science. Wait, are we talking about these champs? The rebirth thing? Let me see. I see like this every month, a 1200 hidden in units event besides the 2 champions a month and other deals, but those events have every single time the champions you desire, you need, you want to do. How long can you do it? Wouldn't you feel exploited because they will be increasing it to 1400 because why not, inflation or whatever? Yeah. So here's the thing. I don't know if it's my perspective of looking at it, but this is where I'm coming from. Like I can, you know, we can say no. Like we can say no to this. Like we can say like no to picking up these deals. And I know it's sometimes difficult to say no for it. But if you can see somebody say no, and it's gonna take a unit, I think it's gonna be a bit more of like if people start seeing like people are saying no. I know most people don't say no, especially if the higher end top of the top they do pick up everything. But if you start seeing people say no, it might make you feel better in your no, or it might make you feel like, okay, well, if they said no, yeah, maybe I can say no too. I don't know. You sure you can say no? Yeah. No, yeah. Like I'm saying no right now, but I'm even gonna like I'm saying no to the whole store for this heat of fire. You gotta say no, but they look at but they took all your units. Yeah, no, my units got spent in chasing prestige. I spent like 20 something, almost 27,000 units trying to chase for Yelena. And then I spent some more, like I spent I think another like 10,000 units I spent like over almost 40,000 units trying to get champions inside the game with the crystals. And this is before we got the even the new crystal that carries over your progression. So if you spend 10,000 units on chasing champions, or you open 30 crystals, it goes over to the next champion if you decide to stop, and then you're like, okay, 30 crystals is enough. Yeah, it sucks. I did this all before the new system was implemented, or it came back around, I should say. But yeah, I lost all my units in there, and then I built up my stash again, or somewhat built it, because then I got lazy and I stopped doing arenas, and I was like, fudge the noise. Then the Heat of Fire event just drained me everything. Like I had enough units that I didn't have to spend. Oh no, I'm sorry, I did. But I could have done it. I could have done it without spending a single dollar. But because we could have opened our battle chips, and we did, and gotten arenas by the time the event was over, we could have done it completely free to play. But we did get some units from trying to improve our prestige, which we did through the relics, which was super nice. I'm happy with that. And we used those units to max out the store. And you did that before? Yes, man. It was so bad. I just wanted Yelena for the prestige right away, and I should have just waited. But whatever. It was dumb. You went to the casino with 40,000 units and came out with nothing. That's like one of the first MCOC lessons. Don't use units on crystals. Yeah, I know. Super Bronze spent 200k to get what? A price yeah, okay, yeah. A rank, like basically a rank 4 that everybody else got 2 months later. No, that's 100%. I think I'll say this, in the world of exclusivity, where people have the means to spend like $200,000 in 1 month in a hobby, in a addiction, in a video game, they don't have a problem. That's not killing them, right? It might hurt them, like, damn, okay, I'm not gonna go out, I'm invite the whole family for dinner next week, so it's gonna be one of those situations, right? But there is a premium that people are willing to pay, and I know this in a smaller scale, okay, not a $200,000 scale, but a smaller scale, meaning like I'm willing to pay $60 more, up to, I have my cap. My cap is like a certain amount. Like I'm not gonna spend, like, there's right now. Okay, and I'll tell you this with my collectibles. Like, let's say this is not a collectible, but this is just something I have in my desk. So I have this little guy right here. But let's say like you know about getting this little Morales, Spider-Man Morales, and there's only like obviously like 1,000 of these. But if you want it today or this week, you have to pay a premium of like X amount of money. And anybody else, that everybody else is going to be able to get this for a lot cheaper. But it's up to you to decide am I willing to pay a premium to get it now? Like, I want it in my hands. I want to see it. I want to hold it now. And when it comes to people, consumers, like, they will pay a premium to get it early. And that's the same thing can be said for like phones. People sometimes they can't stand in line. It used to be the way, right? They can't stand in line to get the latest phone. They would buy it off of somebody else and pay them. They know that the person paid $500 for the phone back then when they were costing like $700, right? They would pay $1,000 or doubled $1,400 for the color and that exclusivity for that device, where they knew they were the first to have it. But they know that in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, everybody else was going to have it. But just having that little bragging rights to be able to say, hey, I got it now. People are willing to pay that. So I know it seems crazy, especially at like when we say like hundreds of thousands of dollars, but I don't know, it's something that exists. But everybody has like their thing. So like what I was saying with mine, I have these collectibles that I collect, right? The toys. So I can sign up through a website and have it and sign up from them and get it and it takes almost a year for me to get it. But if I'm willing to pay a premium, so meaning I think it's usually around $60 to up to $100 more, I can get it within a week of the launch. Or I can wait for the distributor that gets it in the United States that's based off of California to get it and then get it to me. That takes almost a year. And I still don't understand why that takes so long. It's so silly. It's like, dude, you can people can get it from the source, like a different country, a lot quicker. They just have to pay that premium, $60, and they can get it because it's the shipping cost that they have to pay extra for because it's being shipped from another country. And so and I don't know why people don't do that, but a lot of people are willing to wait a year or longer for the figure without the premium. Maybe they don't know about it. I don't know. We'll see. But who knows? All right, let me see. I think you just described the whole gotcha system these games run on. Yeah. Just like people buy trendy clothes just to stay with the trend. Yeah. Or shoes. People buy shoes like to stay up to date. Like for example, shoes is a big one, right? Like my wife is into not Jordans, but what are they called? Those Nikes. Shit, I forgot what they're called. They're like Air Force. No, not Air Force Ones. They're I forgot what they're called. But she's into them, like different colors and stuff like that. And there's one color that I liked. It was like very colorful, and she's not like she's not like waiting in line to get them, but like she's like more like if it comes around and I pick it up, I'll get it, But she has a few. Doesn't, and my thing is like, dude, and that's her thing. Shoes is her thing. Like mine is like MCOC toys, but hers is shoes. She has like a shitload of shoes, and I'm like, when do you wear these? Like I've never seen. Like sometimes I'm like, I've never seen you with those shoes, and she's like, I've had these, and I'm like, the lies. And she's like, what is that box you just got? And I'm like, okay, never mind. I won't question you. You don't question me. This is how this relationship works. And this is how we stay alive. And the Dunks, Air Maxes. Yeah, the Dunk. I think Dunks, maybe. Bro, I don't even know. I should know these things, right? Air Jordans? No, not the Jordans, because I would recognize those. Many just buy and keep them. Yeah, that's true. You can sell the shoes, but not the MCOC pixels. That is true. And I mean, you can, and no one's gonna pay you nothing for it. They're probably gonna be like, "Yeah, I'll take it off your hands." Bring out the Labubu, bro. She's got a Labubu. So the unboxing of the Labubu that I did, that's hers. It's her Labubu. All right, let's do this fight real quick. But yeah, also Labubus. People People pay to have like the rare Labubus. You know. Bro. No. Okay. Let's go here. Spend the energy really quick. And go there. All right. Let me see. When I took a break from the alliance, someone added me and said I give you 300 for it. Bro, 300 was only one champion attempt. Yeah. That Taskmaster fight takes you. Yeah, dude. There's a lot of fights. If your Herc is not ramped up, it is punishing. It is so awful, man. The Herc has to be ramped up for sure for the second section of the map, and even the third, the second and third. The third, not so much. I've done the third without many issues, but the second for sure. Are you watching Squid Game season 3? It kind of died out for me after season 1 and watching the finale. Like I tried to watch season 2 and I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I wasn't that drawn in. And so season 3, I'm not even gonna watch. You know what I did watch? Someone mentioned it and I saw it. I just didn't catch it. Ironheart. Watch Ironheart. Yeah. Yes, there we go. Did you watch Ironheart finale? No. So I watched episode 1 of Ironheart the other day. Oh my gosh. I did finish episode 1. And I'm like, bro, why is this so whack? Like, well, like it kept like for anybody, I mean, I'm gonna talk about episode 1 because episode 1, you know, there's obviously still 2 and 3 and there's so many more. But it kept going back to her sister. I think it's her sister, or that little scene with when she just kept going back to that and they kept playing that over and over and over. And I'm like, I get it. Okay, I get it. She's got some attachment to her. Like she lost her. I don't know what happened. Like, and it got so much in that one episode that I was just like, all right, whatever. I got on my phone and I was just like, all right. And I stopped paying attention to the first episode. So I didn't make it to episode 2. So I think I'm gonna give it another chance though. I'm just not gonna get on my phone. I'm gonna watch all of episode 1. I'm gonna make through the whole entire thing because I want to understand what's happening. And then we're gonna get into episode 2. And then hopefully by episode 3, I am like hooked and I want to know more. But damn, episode 1, instead of being the hook on like the first one and grab you and something crazy happened, which I guess it kind of did. No, I don't know. It didn't grab me. Let me see. I'm watching because they aren't any good series releasing right now. Okay, yeah, that can be true. All right, so going back to the stream stuff, I think. Oh no, this is I went back. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, dude, this is kind of cool. The daily quest rework. So old daily questers are out, new daily questers are in, new relevant and rewarding content. Repeat and changes daily, Monday through Saturday, with a super version on Sunday. This is gonna be cool. I'm glad they improved a lot of this little things, which we needed.
Some of that, and again, just like that content,
Which is good.
You will have something that is difficulty appropriate to you. Again, these quests are not supposed to be hard, but mainly that you'll actually be getting something out of it that is worthwhile for you to progress your roster.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Very cool.
I like this. Mysterian update.
Update. Yeah.
I heard people were complaining about this.
Just a little bit.
Bro. So let's take a look at the current Mysterium. This is it right here, man. And this hasn't been touched for a minute. And so I assume there's going to be some 7-star 6 stones. I assume. My expectations are not going to be high to say yes, there's going to be 7-star 6 stones, but I assume there will be. And if they don't happen, my expectations are not there, like as high, like, oh, it has to be 7-star 6 stones. I'm not going to say that, but yo, MK, thank you for hitting the sub button. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. It's going to go live, or no, starting soon. Okay. So it doesn't say when, it just says starting soon. The weekly Alliance Super Daily event excited me. iHeart Show is just terrible, not likable character. She's just annoying. I know. It's because in the movie, right? They didn't give her too much time for people to like her, even though she was big. You know, she was like the kid that like figured out like the formula to be able to like uncover that new material, the materials, right, in the ocean and stuff. So she was the kid that had the whole thing, right? So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's something that I'm not catching either myself too, but like I said, I'm still gonna watch it because I'm a big Marvel fan, especially when they make shows or they make movies. And like the comic books or what I read about the character comes to life through actors and acting and like the screen. I care for that. Like I will give it, you know, I will give it 1 or 2 or 3 shots for sure.
Wow. People complain about Mysterium?
Is it out of date?
Is it?
I'm kidding. Okay, maybe it's a little out of date. Maybe it's a little bit.
Yeah.
This actually might be coming sooner than you think. So stay tuned for when we announce the details for all of the rewards around Squad Builder. But yeah, maybe a little something around in the Mysterium store.
How
about that?
There you go.
How about this? You know that daily super event that you guys like? How about we make it 7 times weekly? How about that?
That's right.
Weekly Alliance super event. Talk about that a little bit.
So this was something, as we were working through the Daily Crest rework, you know, another thing that just kind of came on the radar was, hey, the Alliance events, you know, you have these engagement events.
So they're talking about this. So the super event that just got reworked, there's going to be a weekly Alliance super event. And so that should be probably in the same tab or something. And so that's going to be huge. Looking forward. That I'm more excited. My expectations on that one are somewhat high. You know, if this is giving you 7-star shards, units, a selector between like some of the best rewards, even though it's not a lot, but some of these. For one that I get daily, by the way. I get this and you get this daily. One that you're going to have to wait an entire week to be able to claim, and you can only claim it 4 times a month, and you have to be part of an alliance. My expectations on that one is high. I want to see some better rewards. Now I'm already like, these are great. I'm happy for that, but my expectations on this one, yeah. Kabam better not drop me on this one, man. I expect like more rewards than we're getting daily. Even if you add these, by the way, even if you add these, like add 287 star Titan shards 7 times or multiply by 7. Do the same thing for the tier 7s. Do the same thing for the 6 stones. I'm expecting a little bit more than that. So if they were to say, hey, we're going to give you 7 7-star signature Nexus crystals, I'm going to be like, nah, I get those already every week. I want more. Something that I'm going to have to wait for an entire week to claim and get. I want a little bit more. Maybe I'm being a little like greedy, but we're allowed to be greedy, especially for, I'm not saying I'm the only one, but like us as players, I'm going to jump on that boat of the whales. I'm going to jump into the whale boat and say, players are dropping hundreds, thousands of dollars. We demand. I demand. No, but we need some freebies. Some some of these are the free to play players the catch up to make the free to play players or just in general the players feel like, hey, you know what, Kabam just took away hundreds of dollars because I decided to spend them in the game. Here's some stuff you can just get for playing the game, So that should be something. My expectations on this one is high. Yo, what's up, stud? The rank rewards for this will be juicy. I think I expect them too. Maybe 10 generic 6 stones. Maybe. Maybes. Alexander, what's up, man? I just got pushed to Quantum 1, 8th place with 370 points. I played against the modder twice. I'm so sorry, man. Oh, sorry to hear that. It's tough, man. It gets crazy at the end. My recommendation would be this. I think next season, what I am going to be doing, I think we're going to park very early on because I think I'm going to push sooner and then we're going to park. And I am going to try to park inside like whatever. If it's Mysterium 1 or Celestials 1, ideally I'm going to try to park in Celestial 6. Or if I make it to Celestial 6, we're going to park there. Once we get there high enough, we'll stop playing. And I think that's going to be my strat going forward. Because you can lose a lot. You can I went through a 5-6 losing streak, and so yeah, my placement hurt. That's 150k Mysterium versus 93,000 for the Radiance. It's a big difference. It's a lot of difference actually. All right, let's hit up the place.
These advancement events, they haven't been touched in forever. Like, why do I want to do these things still? Are they meaningful? And we thought, hey, while we're working through all of this, why not fix that up as well? So these details will also be coming soon, but we will be looking at kind of revamping the Alliance event space and replacing the engagement and advancement events with a new Alliance Weekly Super event.
I think that's a great.
So these are the ones. So they're looking at replacing these, taking these off, rank rewards, and replacing these with something new, something juicy. Summoner's advancements, rank rewards. Like, bro, we're getting 6-star shards. These are the current active Alliance events right now.
Idea, because at this point, those Alliance events, they're kind of like once a week or when they pop out, it becomes more of an annoyance to click through the selectors of something I'm not going to use.
Yep.
Right?
So we're going to be fixing some things up there. Rewards will definitely be getting better, but it'll be another place for your Alliance to be able to have engagement outside of spaces like Alliance Quest and Alliance War.
I think that's great.
Nice. We did have a question that came in. Someone had concerns
in
over
August.
the ability to get low-level crystals.
Next month means August, right? Yeah.
The only way to get some of them. Now,
So it says starting next month,
or
or starting next month right here, and then starting in August in the
Back
top.
on this front as well, we will not be taking away your low-tier catalysts. If these are things that you still want to grind for as a collector to bolster, again, your lower rarity champions, we will absolutely allow you to do so.
Yep.
Very cool.
That's great.
All right. We've got a sigil up. Dude, every time I press the button, I'm hoping to see like the black screen that lets me stop doing this. But yeah, we got more stuff. All right, sigil update coming July 21st.
Oh, that one's coming this month. Sigil updates. Whoa. Okay. That is gonna affect this right here. So everything we're seeing here in the store, this is what's gonna get, I assume, is gonna be getting updated. And so I wonder if they're gonna throw in another champion in here. I wonder if they're gonna throw in an exclusive X champion. I wonder if that's gonna be part of the update, or are they just gonna mess with the resources, like these right here, right? Ah, man, this is gonna be interesting. I'm also looking forward to this. Is gonna happen in a couple of days. So in less than 20 days, this one's gonna happen. So they said the 21st. Yeah, 21st.
Essentially, we're getting increased amount of sigil tokens each earned a month. Increase weekly bundle potions. You can read everything there. I'm not going to read all the way through it just for the sake of time.
Oh,
but
my bad. It says it right there. Increase amount of sigil tokens earned each month. Okay. Increase weekly bundle potions. Added more items into the sigil store. Does that mean a champion? Maybe. Added more trading options in the Black ISO market. So I think we're gonna see more rank 4 materials to trade in inside here, so that's going to be interesting. And then added Mysterium to the resource boost. Okay. And increase the story boost to Act 7. Okay. So the one I guess I'm pretty excited for is going to be added more items into the sigil store and the trading option of your black ISO market. So those two are going to be, so the black ISO market's going to be this one, so the trade-in, and then the more items into the sigil store is going to be everything up here. And then we're going to be able to get more of these tokens. It's taken me a while, man. I used them to get Scarlet Witch, and we're at 400. It costs 400, and now we're just barely at 459 again. And what I was saving for myself was for this. Like I was like, okay, whenever I get to this, the 10 crystal, 700, I'll just buy another one. And I was like, all right, I'll just save for that. Yeah, that's more probable. Yeah, to get maybe a new champion in there. All right, guys, I just realized what time it was. I got a bit of an live update really quick. I don't know. There's something that happened, some news that I was just told for the next 3 months. And I don't think I'll be able to stream consistently. Like last night, it was weird. It was a weird night. I wanted to stream last night. It just couldn't happen. But next week, for the next 3 months, we are probably not going to be able to stream every single night. So I think what we're gonna do is I try to keep a balance recently, to not stream on the weekends and just enjoy the weekends with the family. Like, you know, go out, hang out with the wife, do some stuff, you know, and just, you know, not stream on the weekends. But I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I kind of stopped streaming on Saturday and Sundays. And that was just to keep a balance with the family, you know, just I love streaming, right? I like just talking and playing the game online and stuff. But in the next 3 months, we're gonna not be able to stream every single night. Because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be getting home somewhat later, and so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna affect the whole streams, but might have to stick to Mondays, like a schedule, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays only, or Monday, Wednesday, Thursday kind of a thing. I don't know. We'll see. But some changes are happening, and so we'll see how it goes. Man, kind of sucks, but Yeah, it is what it is. You're getting deployed? No. My military days, or I mean, you can be deployed as a citizen, like not a citizen, as a civilian is what I was trying to say, but no. What's the minimum prestige? I think we still have it up here. My minimum prestige 36,000. 36,000 prestige. Where am I at? 36,074. I barely made the cut. So 36,000 minimum. A lot of players are going to be at or above 36,000. So that is the mins. Minimum 36 is crazy. Yeah. Okay, I'll find the form. What form? Oh, okay. So let's open. I had a 7-star crystal that I forgot to open, so we're going to open it tonight. And we're going to open the Exalted Crystal first. That might drop a 7-star. Let's give it a quick little love tap. See what we get. And then we're going to actually open a 7-star. If we don't get a 7, not a single 7-star in sight at all. Okay, we just got fisted. Not a problem. We like to get fisted. And then we got 7-star. Guarantee 7-star. Okay. Come on, Serpent. We're thinking of ranking up Serpent to rank 4, you know? So having more SIGs on the Serpent would be lovely. We haven't gotten Serpent in a while. I'm 1,000 prestige behind. Okay. It's going to happen. That's actually kind of cool. Damn. We finally got a Jugs. Okay, I've been saying we haven't had any OP 7-star drops in a while. Okay, this resets the whole time frame. This is an OP drop on a 7-star. Jugs. And we haven't had like a big impactful champion, even though like, okay, whatever about the 6 tones, but like we haven't had one in a while. So I was a bit like, dude, come on, Kabam. Like you start dropping some really god tier, S tier, A tier champions in my account. That's 7-stars when I opened the 7-star crystal, but now we got one. So the weakness passive from Crimson Gem is reduced by 13%. And then attacks have a 2.7% chance per unstoppable buff to nullify a buff. Yay. Rocket, no. I remember when the first was better than Corvus. Oh, Fist. Not the first. One Fist. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, have a great night. It was nice catching up on the live stream for sure. Like all this like extra stuff. We still missed some stuff we can talk about. We will be back with maybe some arenas. Not arenas, some battlegrounds. I want to do some battlegrounds, some preseason battlegrounds. We do need to get the preseason. Wait, is this broken again? Aren't we supposed to have 2 of them? Win a match in Battlegrounds refreshes every 24 hours. So we need to get as many tokens as possible because we didn't place high enough. So we're not going to have Radiance. We're not going to have... Dude, we're screwed. This last season is screwed. But it's morning. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be morning. It is morning. It's going to be morning here. It's almost 10 minutes before morning. But guys, have a great night. Have a good morning. Both. I'll see you tomorrow's. We will be back. Like that whole situation of changes, that doesn't go into effect until next week. Yeah, next week or so. Yeah. So yeah, that probably we'll see how that affects it too. Like I said, so I'll keep you in the loop and what happens. How that happens and stuff. But for now, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow and play some Battlegrounds and stuff. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, same time. Night night, Max. All right, night night, guys. Good night, buddy. Yeah, you handsome. Good night. Don't forget it. Good night, guys. Yeah, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, take care. Peace. My hand's getting tired. No, it's not.